Leo, what's going on? This is Brandon with Well Intuitive, here to do your weekend vibe energy read for July 19th. This is just a little bit of something to help you get through the weekend, help you maybe bring towards whatever you want to come towards you this weekend. Just to clear it up how we do it, or how I do it. We do 2 cards for each type of Leo out there. 2 cards for the single Leo, 2 cards for the married, 2 cards for the in-between. You're not sure which way you are. Maybe you're playing the field, or you're having problems in the relationship that you do have, but you don't define yourself as any one way or the other. We're going to pull 2 cards for each of them. You guys can take information from whichever one you want to, because it's usually all good advice, no matter which way you status yourself. So let's get into it. I hope everybody's having a good Friday so far. It's going to be a wonderful weekend. It's a bit rainy out here, but plants are loving it, so I can't really say I complain all that much. So what do we have for Leo? Weekend, July 19th. What do we got for the beautiful Leo out there? Woo! Okay, that was explosive. These flipped up. Whoa, 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 wow. Okay. All right. So out first for my single Leos out there, we're going to be paying attention to the sacral chakra right now. I almost lost my train of thought there. What we're going to be doing to encourage the sacral energies is being creative this weekend. That seems to be a big theme for everybody, especially with all these new synapses firing off in our brains, is being as creative as we can with them. So get outside the box, Leo, this weekend. Make sure you're getting out there and doing something different, or doing something, even if you don't leave the house, because it's rainy out here right now, so I don't really want to go anywhere. But you know, it is okay to do something within the home that you've never done before. Maybe doing a drawing, or playing some kind of game, or doing something that you just takes you out of your usual routine. So let's make sure we're being creative this weekend and creating something if we can, at least one small little thing. All right, that's going to help you out a lot for this weekend, single Leos. Maybe it's going to a workshop where you're learning to create something like one of those paint by the numbers things with wine and stuff, and you get to meet people and hang out and do this little cool painting of Jack Skellington. Let's make sure we're doing something like that this weekend, instead of falling into the just let's go to the club. You know, let's be outside the box if we can this weekend. All right, Leo, and that'll serve you really well. You got 2 whole days to do it, so let's make it happen. All right. This is also going to be key for you, is working on your base chakra energy. It seems that they're just giving you broad strokes right now, Leo. So, or single Leo anyway. We're going to make sure we're staying grounded. The way we're going to do that is doing some kind of activity, like I just said. Get out there and find something. Like if you live in a big city and you've never explored such and such area, or where withal, make sure you're going out and doing something like that this weekend. You might find something is going on over in that area that just really speaks to you and really appeals to you. So let's make sure that we're getting out there, and if we can, because it can be rainy where you're at. Let's make sure that we're trying to get out and doing something a little different this weekend, and maybe creating our own atmosphere this weekend. All right, single Leo. For my married babies out there, we're going to be careful with our money. We're not going to splurge this weekend. All right, Leo. Married Leo, you might have some things coming up, some events, maybe not necessarily bills to play, but maybe a vacation that you've been wanting to take with your partner. Maybe that's what you guys need if you're feeling a bit smothered by each other lately, is just to get out and do something together that isn't in your local vicinity. Like single Leo was encouraged to do, is get out there and see if you can find something else to do. You can be a couple and do one of those paint by the numbers and wine events, and they're very fun, and it's very relaxing atmosphere, where you get to probably meet other couples that you would enjoy being around. So let's make sure we're getting out there and experiencing the world in a new way this weekend if we can. This also is that sacral energy color. It's that same orange. So let's make sure that let's make sure we're creating something, our own atmosphere this weekend. Let's make sure we're not waiting for somebody to make the moment happen. You be the moment. Okay, Leo, let's lead the charge. You guys are natural leaders, so let's take charge in our relationship if things have been a bit stale lately, and add some Goya in there. Let's spice it up, all right? So let's make sure that we're being our own atmosphere this week, but not in a negative way. We don't want to pull anybody down into the murk and mire. What we want to do is create an atmosphere that's just filled with a good tension, like you can't wait for it to burst because it feels so good. Let's be that this weekend, all right, my beautiful Leos? That's going to help you well in your relationship if you've been going through stuff. It's just being outside the box, but let's make sure we're not spending too much money doing these things, okay? Let's make sure that it's something that's within a reasonable budget for you, so that way you can take that vacation before the summer is out, all right? This is also going to be key for you, my beautiful married Leos or coupled up Leos, is being communicative in any way possible. Let's make sure that the communication is constructive. All right, let's make sure that it takes us in a positive direction. Maybe we find out something new about our partner that we had no idea that they were into. Like, talk to your partner about how they were when they were young, and see if you can find a correlation or something that you latch onto that reminds you of something from when you were young, and then take that and then create something new with it. You see what I'm going? You see where I'm going with this? I think you do. But let's use our throat chakra. Let's use that chakra energy as much as we can to communicate in a very good way. Let's purr this weekend, all right, Leo, not growl. And for my in-betweeners, woo, no matter how you identify yourself, let's work on finding that inner child again this weekend. Like I said, let's find something fun to do. That's just kind of, I've never done that before. I've never known how to do that before, but let's do it. Sounds cool, sounds fun. Let's make sure that we're doing something that makes us feel like we're jumping in the air in a field of dandelions, okay? I know that's a bit fluffy for some of us, but it can be achieved. Also, for my in-betweeners out there, let's make sure we're using that passion. If you're stuck in a situation to where that's why you identify as in between, is because you're not really sure of the status of you and your partner, let's make sure that we're using our passion to well define how we are or what we mean to that relationship. Like I said, let's lead the charge. Let's not wait for somebody to be the moment this weekend. Let's make sure that we are the moment. Let's make sure that we're radiating light outward. This is heart chakra energy. So let's not be mean and nasty and try to put somebody on Front Street, but using that inner child, let's radiate our passions. Okay, like I said, have a conversation with somebody about, how they used to be or what they used to be into, and see if something that they say maybe inspires you to go out and find something along those lines that you want to try. All right, but let's be that kind of Leo this weekend, not the kind that was that Leo the Leo that existed last weekend. Let's be a different Leo this weekend. All right, I think last week you guys kind of got the same thing as to lead the charge, and you're going to continue to do that. And if you did it last weekend, that means you're ready to do it this weekend. So let's make it happen again. All right, my loves. That's all I have for you for now. I hope everybody has a safe, fun weekend. I'll see you next week with your weekly energy read. Be safe, have fun, maximize, and bring more of that good, positive energy into your life. All right, my dears? I love you guys. Take care. Peace. Namaste.